Hello everyone, welcome to Mr. Hancock's English YouTube channel. And this particular video is going to be an introduction in a way to our online courses for the fall of 2016. This video I share with Comp 1 and Comp 2 because the structure of the courses, the way I generally do my online classes are pretty much the same. So what I'm going to be referring to will work for both classes. Now if there's something different, I will specify if it's Comp 1 or Comp 2, but it's going to be very minimal. But anyway, I just want to take a moment here to talk about maybe some key points in the syllabus. At the same time, mention how the Blackboard shell works, because a lot of students have a problem maybe with using Blackboard or navigating it the best that they can. So the first thing I want to say is talking about Blackboard. My computer screen is right behind the camera, so when I look up, that's what I'm doing. But as you're watching this, just be able to refer back to the Blackboard shell if you'd like. And we call it a shell. That's just pretty much the home page for the website. That's Blackboard for this particular class. Over on the left column, you should only see a few tabs. The announcements tab, which you should be very familiar with now. When I send any kind of announcement in the course, it goes there. Typically, I'll remember to send it through an email too, but don't always depend on that. You need to check the announcements tab on your own daily, I say anyway. Syllabus and course information. This tab is obviously giving you the syllabus, but it also gives you some important things that we need to cover or you need to refer back to. Number one being the typing requirements that I'm very stringent with. Plagiarism, which is also very serious. The essay format and writing process introduction, that's something that is helpful to all my classes, and Comp 1 or Comp 2. And it's just a little bit of a reminder of what a basic, say, 5-paragraph essay is, even though, especially Comp 2, your essays will be longer than 5 paragraphs. The general idea, the structure is the same. Introduction, multiple body paragraphs, and then a conclusion. Every time you hear me say or read essay, that's what you know it will be, Comp 1 and Comp 2. But it also helps you understand how I work the units of the course. Each class has 4 units, 4 major writing assignments, 4 weeks apiece. The first 2 weeks work towards you learning the content, reading the content, and preparing and pre-writing and brainstorming. At the end of the second week of that unit, that Saturday night, always by 11:59 p.m. at the latest, anything beyond that's late, you turn in your outline, a thesis and outline. I'll review it, send back some comments, and then you have that next week to work and turn that outline into a rough draft. Do the same. That third week, at the end of that third week of the unit, Saturday night, you have your rough draft turned in by them. And then the last week, the 4th week of that unit, which will end up being the 4th week, the 8th week, the 12th week, and then the 16th week of the course. Those are the 4 units there. You'll turn in, you'll revise it, edit it, do everything you do to make it finished and publishable, and then you send it in through Blackboard again. So those 3 weeks in a row, you'll upload an attachment from a Word document that I am able to open up. So I require it being a Word document. That way I can also make comments on it and everything anyway. And then you send that in, I'll grade it, and send you comments right back. But anyway, that essay format and writing process introduction, that kind of gives you an idea of that writing process that I do and require for each unit. But that's the syllabus and course information right now. If I add anything to it, I'll send you an announcement for sure. The next one that's most important is the content. Right now, you should only see one unit up, Unit 1. But as we go, when we get done with Unit 1, we'll move into the next unit. And in each unit, it tells you the weeks and it tells you the dates. So when you click into it, like right now, I'm looking at Comp 1 narrative essays. Right now, for Comp 2, it would be the short story analysis. But the structure is going to be the same. When you click in, the first thing you see, the first item, it should be the assignment sheet itself. Read that, get familiar with what your assignment is in the first place. Make sure you understand exactly what the due dates are, what readings it's going to cover. Comp 2 will always be in that analytical essays that cover particular readings. Comp 1 it may not. Just make sure that you read the assignment itself. After that, you should have a list of readings, if the list of readings aren't already provided inside the assignment sheet. But you should have a list of readings. Like I see Comp 1 right now. It gives you textbook readings as well as websites to refer to and read as well. Now, the one thing I will say particularly about the textbook readings, especially in Comp 2, you're not expected to read all those textbook chapters within 1 day or 2 days, even the week. The way you need to approach the class, and any class really strategically, is to make sure you read, go through, look and see what you have, review it, pre-read is what we call it. Check to see where you are, understand your purpose and goal in the assignment, and then you refer to those assignments itself as you need throughout that unit when you're getting to that particular point within the writing process. So you may refer to things, come back, get deep into one, go later, get deep into another at another point. So you approach them throughout the unit. So I just take everything that you need that unit and I give it to you up front. And obviously if there's anything extra, I will add to it and send you an announcement to let you know. After that, I try to give you extra handouts. Anything like sample outlines if you're unfamiliar with outlines, sample essays if we have any, if they're not already provided in the texts. I also have for narrative and also for argument. The Comp 2 pretty much just gets the argumentative version of this, but Comp 1 gets the narrative version as well. But it's pretty much the do's and don'ts of introductions and conclusions. That's something that we can look at more later too. And then the last thing you'll see at the very bottom should be the 3 assignments for your essay. The place where you submit your outline, the next should be the place where you will submit your rough draft, and then the last one will be the final draft. Pay attention to the due dates, and please pay attention to the correct assignment that you're submitting. The biggest mistake that I get at this point is students who are accidentally submitting the wrong item in the wrong place. That just becomes a mess, and I got to change it. You've got to find time to get the right one in before it's too late, because anytime that happens, the late work does fall into place, and so we want to try to avoid that. So anyway, there we are with the content. Each unit will be the same. It'll work the exact same way. Next tab is the discussions tab. Week 1 is always a self-introduction, and then week 2 will always kick in and be directly connected to the assignment, the reading, everything like that in that sense. So be prepared, read this first week and get ready to discuss come the second week. Obviously, to say that, no profane language, no anything that's offensive to anyone. If you feel like someone might get their feelings hurt, just leave it out, okay? And I'm not kidding with that either. For all of your discussions that are worth points, you have to post 3 times in every assigned discussion board, or else it will not show up on my side to grade it. You have to have 1 initial post, one that where you start your particular part of the discussion, and then 2 extra posts when you go back and you reply to someone else's initial post. So make sure you get going on that immediately, so you're all not fighting to get discussion posts in Saturday night, okay? Because it always pops up, say Sunday evening of each week, or Monday morning of each week, and then it will close by 11:59 p.m. on Saturday night, okay? I also went ahead and posted up a forum in the discussions for just questions. If you all like to talk with each other instead of always trying to send me emails, you might just feel better just putting a question up there. I'll chime in once in a while if I need to, but mostly that's just for y'all to talk, not for me. If you have any questions for me, email me, okay? And that's the main thing I was going to say about the course, is discussions and communication. If you have questions, email me. Please do not wait. Do not wait to the last minute, because I can't help you then. Don't wait to the last minute to put discussion questions up or anything like that. If you have any problem at all, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Give me a call at my office, or leave me a voicemail, or make sure you send me an email. And my email is jhancock@coto.edu. So please make sure you do that. Otherwise, that's how the Blackboard shell is going to work particularly, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here, and the next one will pick up directly about the syllabi. So I'll see you here shortly.